Alright, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be a very interesting, if not very fulfilling, test of this particular camera that I'm using to shoot this video right now. If you have not already noticed, this video is available in 1080p. Why is that? Well, it just so happens that my H70 decided to break on me while I was in Ohio. This because the shockwave from a gun that was shot near it kicked it off the table because it was resting on something else to get to a specific angle because we were on an incline. In doing this, it fell to the ground while it was shooting video, and the optics subsequently died. Now, I could have brought it home with me and gotten an entire new optical assembly, which is A-okay. I can do that no problem. But stupid me forgot to leave it in my bag and left it out on my friend's desk instead. So, I'm a little screwed. It's still in Ohio, and I'm 400 miles away back here in Jersey. So, I went to a thrift shop earlier this week, and, well, I found a Nikon CoolPix P500, which is a 12 megapixels, does that say? 12 effective megapixels, and it supposedly does full HD video recording. And, it's apparently doing autofocus or something because I can feel it moving the optics or something around in there while I'm shooting the video. I'm sorry if you can hear that. So, without further ado, let's get this video on the road, because it's already been a couple minutes of me bantering about that. First off, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but about 3 or 4 months ago, I switched to another Centro. This is my second Centro, and I'm very happy with it, and I've got my extended battery with its back on it again, and I'm very, very happy. It is probably going to be my last Centro, though, because I fear that if this lasts me as long as the other one does, it'll be quite some time before I get a replacement. In that time, it's going to be harder to find these, and it's going to be harder to get Verizon to activated as a phone on my phone number once they start getting rid of stuff that this particular phone probably uses. I don't know when that's going to be, though. We'll see. In the meantime, it's working, it's happy. 4 gig micro SD card, extended battery, lasts about 5 days on a charge. I absolutely love it. What the heck is going on here? Oh yeah, and I'm currently without a Freedom Pop access point thing, because they cut off WiMAX yesterday at about 9 o'clock p.m. So, I'm a little screwed on that too. But, excuse me. The main reason for this video is this guy right here. A few months ago, I had a friend that lived about, town over, and he said, I'm going to go to France. And I think I'm going to move there. So, here, you can have some stuff. And from this, I got a Sun Ultra 10. I got an SGI Octane, an SGI Indy, a Sunblade 1000, which recently got traded, if you don't remember from my other video about the Blade server, well, the Sunfire server. That got traded for the Sunfire X300 M2, which I'm currently working on getting. Well, it's currently upgraded enough that I can put it into a rack and not have to worry about it, but I am going to be taking half the RAM out for a different project and then replacing it later on. Sorry for the wind noise, by the way, if there is any. I told the camera to cut the wind noise down, but I don't know if it's going to actually do that. Anyway, in one of the boxes was this laptop, and he told me that he had a lot of luck in getting it working, but the battery just does not last. It had the original copy of XP that it came with on it, and or maybe a restored copy, I don't know, and the hinges were broken. So I tried my best in tightening the hinges with some stuff, and it ended up just killing the hinges, and it was all nice and floppy back and forth. Well, I'm pleased to say that after waiting for 3 weeks out of China, I got a new pair of hinges. Yes, this is a Latitude X300 one of Dell's most thinnest ultra-portable laptops for the time in 2003. It's powered by a 1.2 gigahertz Pentium M, which I do not think is removable. It comes with 256 megs of RAM on board that you have to really deal with, and then add on some RAM with that. So this is 2003 we're talking about. DDR2 wasn't completely there yet, and well, here we are. Oh boy, more wind. Sorry for that if you can hear it. It has a 1024 by 768 panel, Intel 915 GM chipset, like, well, most of them do, sorry. Is it 915 or is it a... Yeah, Intel 915 GMA 900. And this one came with a 40 gig hard drive, which got a different 40 gig hard drive that wasn't a piece of junk Hitachi, because stuff. Anyway, so, without further ado, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I've done to this so far. One was the hinges, and then I lost the screws in the process of replacing them, so I had to use, on the bottom here, I had to use a couple of mismatched screws. That is a replacement screw with the right threading, and that, I believe, is one of the original screws. I don't know. You can see how stripped it is, though. I have to replace that soon. Underneath this cover here, you have your RAM on this side, and you have a wireless card over here. I upgraded the wireless card to a 802.11n Broadcom chipset card, BCM 43222, which should not be possible, but it is, in terms of getting it working under Linux, which is what I have installed on here. Yes, I have a copy of Debian Wheezy 7.9 installed on here, with all the latest fixings from backports. Let's go into the BIOS. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna turn up the brightness because I'm outside. All the relevant information you need to know, including the service tags. You can totally find out who owned this before me. Yeah. I think it's a... Actually, I think that's a Hitachi in there. I'm not exactly sure which drive I put in here now that I think about it. It's a 30 gig or 40 gig or something like that. Maybe it's a Fujitsu, I don't remember. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm just going to go through the settings here. You can pause that at your own discretion. Battery is kind of pooched. It only lasts for about half an hour on charge. Okay. Save changes, exit. And just for the ease of use, I'm going to pull the screen out here a little bit. Yes, we want to boot into that. Let it do its thing. Okay. Doing its thing. Okay. There we go. And now we're in. So, H-top says, whoa, I have to mess with that a little bit, because it's not supposed to show those. Display option, shadow other user processes, hide user LAN threads, bump, yes. And that's it. There we go. That right there is all the stuff you need to know about the system, what it's running, all that crap. We do have WPA supplicant running there, giving me my wireless. Yo, and I'm doing that through with the curses. For here, you can see all the stuff in the area here. That's all the wireless hotspots that are in this area right now. And let me tell you, it's really bad. Look at all the stuff on 1, 6, and 11. It's absolutely horrifying. This is like the worst place to be for this. If I had my ham license, I'd totally switch to an upper channel, but I can't because stuff. Oh my God! Look at how congested the area is here for wireless. Up top, the green one is mine. I have 2 of them. One's in the upstairs, one's in the basement. Right now, I'm connected to the basement one because it's pretty much right in front of me downstairs. I'm on the deck, so. Just look at it. It's horrible. So yeah, that's all the crap I've got going on there. I'm gonna cue out of that. Got Yabu for my normal T-Mux session crap. All the usual stuff. Got your CPU temperature there next to your uptime, your battery life, what the wireless speed is, how fast the CPU is running at, how much RAM you have, and there's the IP address for me so that I know because it's on DHCP right now, and the current time for reference. So, that's pretty much it. I don't have this set up as an X machine because it is a 915. It's not going to really do all too much in terms of really performing, and it would also use up consistently more battery power. I have to install and configure laptop mode tools from the repos and set that up so that it turns off the hard drive as soon as it gets done using it because the battery is so shit. I'm thinking about getting a replacement battery for this next time we do an Amazon order because they're pretty cheap, like between 11 and 12 bucks I've seen for the cheapest ones, and I really only need a cheap battery for this. What this main laptop's primary use is probably going to be for, if not for Linux, I'm going to pop XP on here and use it for that, just because the hardware is so well supported and it's the perfect size. I mean, this thing is like light as a feather. There is nothing to this laptop. Look at how thin that is. That's like this is pre-Ultrabook light. This is like a 4:3 Ultrabook, just really slow. So it could be more of along the lines of a Ultra Netbook. You can call it that. I mean, it's perfect. It does everything that you'd want it to do in a laptop or a computer. Oh, and get this. It also, aside from having the D port or the 12-volt USB power thing that nobody knows what it's for, you usually only see on telecom equipment these days, there's also 1394. So you can get that direct memory access port right there and hack all the things. You get your AC adapter, you get a modem, what? And gigabit Ethernet. Yes, this little baby thing has gigabit Ethernet. The only problem is that I have to replace that port because one of the pins, if you can see, one of the pins, specifically the second from the right, is broken. Oh no. It came to me like that, so I'm not too surprised. This thing was roughed up in its past life. Was not the doing of my friend, I can assure you. And then on this side, you've got your heatsink, you've got another USB port, and you've got your bog standard VGA port right there. I think there's also a PC card slot over here. Oh yeah, here it is. PC card slot. I believe there's an SD card reader in there too. Yep, right there. Sadly not SDHC compatible. And I thought there was a smart card reader, but I could be mistaken on that as well. I have not yet found that, so it does make mention of it someplace, but I doubt that there is one actually in here. Yeah, there's not one in here. So that's that for this video. I was just sort of making a video to test out the camera here and see how well it took to zooming in on things and, well, not zooming in, but also the macro functions of the camera itself. I was playing around with some pieces of wood from out here from the deck, because we have the deck sort of apart here. We have pieces of it laying all over the place, because the deck is now half of what the deck used to be. We have a company that comes and does it whenever they have time between their busy schedule, and supposedly they're going to come next week and do a lot more of the job, and then after that sometime in December it's going to get finished. This is a non-priority fix, so to speak, and we're getting it done for about $650, which is about the cheapest you can get it done for around here, and that's pretty good. After that, we're going to finally fix the fence in the backyard, and then the house will start looking presentable again. Right now, since we got rid of the wishing well in the corner, we have to tell people that our house is the one on the corner with the mangled fence that got damaged during Sandy. And they asked us about it and said, well, where's the money to fix it? We don't have it. We have no money to fix it. And that's about it. Although we did put up that fence over there. That was a $10 fine my mom got at a yard sale. And it's beautiful. And it goes all the way back across. That's just to keep kids from going over and going through the yard, because they will do that with their bikes, and that's not good. However, there still is a way to get over there, because I do happen to go over to my neighbor's there and help her with her computer, because she does eBay for a living. Yes, eBay. That's all she does on her computer is eBay and check AOL. That's it. So, with that said, I'm going to stop the video here since I'm done. And after this, you're going to see a clip of, well, I'm probably going to upload the clip separately, but there's going to be a clip of me closing the screen on this in high-speed mode, which there is some high-speed options here. I have not tried that yet. We will see how it comes out, because everything that's on YouTube got hit with the compression quality bullshit because stuff. So I'm going to fix it and get it into one of those formats that's optimized for YouTube, and that'll be it. So, until next time, I'll see you later. Or you'll see me later. Or not.